and let's have some fun, baby. Yeah! Here we go. Let's get some glute activation, baby. Let's get some glutes firing. Get the butts on fire. Buns of fire, baby. So I got a really thick band here attaching me to the wall. So no resistance. And then I'm just going to walk out here so that it's got a pretty good amount of resistance on it. First thing that we're going to do is not lean. So stay tall. Get into the address position. Now, what you should be feeling is because the band's pulling you back that way, you should feel your right leg working already. If you don't, it's because your core is not engaged and or your knee is not bent enough and or you're not increasing pressure through the middle of your foot. You're on your heel, you're on your toe, you're somewhere you shouldn't be. So those are your checkpoints. Once we get in the address position, start pushing so hard through this right foot that you can actually start dancing the left foot without your head moving. So in the address position, I'm dancing my left foot. This is step one. You should immediately be feeling your right glute. I feel this thing, it's on fire. Yeah, it's working really good and I'm not doing this, right? I'm not swaying. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a little do-si-do, baby, like we're line dancing, do-si-do. So same thing, keep pushing, and then we're going to go back, forward, back, forward. Use the club for balance if you need it, or don't use it for balance. Just make sure you don't sway. If I don't use the club, I immediately swayed. So address, clubs here, press, do-si-do, do-si-do. Now this thing is really talking to me. I feel my glutes, right glute working like crazy. I feel my foot working like crazy. Here's a little test. I'm wearing Olakais right now, which is a minimal supportive shoe. See if you can do this with a minimally supportive shoe or just go barefoot. Take your shoes off and do this barefoot so the muscles in your feet can start waking up. Band's pulling, do-si-do, do-si-do. Now here's level 3. This is the hardest level, okay? Address, pushing real hard. See if you can get this left foot back and then just barely touch it. Barely touch it. Okay, so I'm dancing my left foot back here. I'm barely touching it, and I'm not bending this club. The club is just barely there. Don't even need the club really. Tapping, this right glute is screaming right now. If you don't feel the right glute working right now, you ain't doing it right. So this is what we do in the address position. To progress this even more, we're going to go into the backswing. Okay? So focus on not letting your head turn. Turn the belt buckle, keep that right knee bent. Now this thing is absolutely screaming. It's like, where's the fire extinguisher? Put the fire out. Now I'm in the top of my backswing as far as my hips go, right? Dance again. Dance again. Keep dancing. How long's this video been going now? 3 minutes? This is crazy. Like my hip is on fire right now. This is your workout. From here, come back to address, stand up tall, squeeze the glutes, straighten the knees, core's engaged, get real tall, and then rest. Holy cow, on freaking fire. That was 3 minutes of constant activation of the right glute. What that's doing is it's building strength and endurance because we need endurance of the glute to finish a round, right? A round takes 4 hours. You don't want horrible or at least not great endurance of the glutes because then you're giving out on the back 9. So try this out. See if you can make it 3 minutes. Set the timer there. If you can't make it 3 minutes, see where you're starting at. Can you make it 30 seconds? Next time you do it, can you make it 40 seconds? Can you make it 50 seconds? Can you make it a minute? Progress it over time and see if you can get to that 3-minute mark because that's going to be some great endurance of those glutes. It's going to give you great mind-body connection so you actually know what it feels like to activate your glutes when you actually try to translate this thing into the top of the backswing. So now it's easy. My glutes are firing. I can feel my glutes firing after just doing that for 3 minutes. So address, top of the backswing, it's instantaneous. I can feel it. A lot of you guys can't feel it. So start here, get your glutes on fire so you can find it and feel it, and then immediately see if you can reproduce it in the top of the backswing. Like, subscribe, share this with your golf buddies that's got the weak ass syndrome, ain't got no glutes. Pants would fall right off their ass if it wasn't for their belt. Yeah!